When the leadership at New Western pressured me to commit felonies when I was their HR director, I refused. And then I was fired. I did what anyone should do when they're pressured in committing organized crime, especially when they know that that crime was committed. I reported them to authorities, to the Department of Labor, to the IRS, to the Department of Insurance, and to multiple state agencies. And as I was actively trying to get accountability for the alleged, documented fraud, falsified records, wage theft, and tax evasion, my former boss, Rahul Yodh, told the Texas Workforce Commission that I was fired for performance, saying that I failed to adhere to directives, but failing to say that those directives were things like fraud that I had reported my concern with to other executives there, the CFO, Jeffrey Tusa, and Carlton, the president and co-owner, who tried to coach me into justifying organized crime while giving me feedback that I'm very good at my job, smart and capable, which I was used to hearing there. And I continued to. And it was reinforced when I got a raise and written confirmation that I had received 100% of my performance bonus. But it was never paid out because just a week and a half after I got the raise, I was fired. The timing was very interesting, considering when I raised my concerns and what I was working on next. But since then, I've spent nearly a year trying to hold the company accountable. As an HR professional, I had an advantage. I had experience, knowledge, and company insight. Most people don't. I handed the regulators the case clearly and thoroughly. I knew how to explain it, how the laws and regulations applied. And still, I have not seen accountability, at least from what I have access to. I did get a call investigating fraud that I refused to participate in, and I was told that it was caught. But I didn't get much insight besides that. And many of the reports that I made, I don't get any insight at all. There are a couple of cases open with the Department of Labor and the IRS that have been going on for now almost a year. Those are still ongoing, and they can take years, with the IRS averaging 5 to 7 years for their whistleblower cases. So maybe one day I'll see accountability, but I'm not holding my breath. But I am speaking up at a cost, because the more of us who speak up, especially ones that have something to lose, the harder it is for them to silence us. And if you want to fight back or support my work, there's a guide that breaks down corporate power and your power, because it's time to fight power with power. And there's different types of power, and I will do everything that I can to push back. Pay what you can for the guide, because justice shouldn't be a luxury. And if that means me going head to head with executives that think that they're entitled to commit crime, so be it. I know their games. I learned it from the inside.